Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. This cute little family's always coming by our boat showing off. Mom and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a dozen babies. Getting so big. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Goose family and our seal family, harbor seal family this morning.
Another breezy morning.
It is. This boat keeps her rocking.
Sailboat from behind is gone.
Oh yeah. They left early this morning.
Oh.
Start now.
One of the projects we're working on today, this is the forward hatch over the on the forecastle. It's obviously weather worn, so we're going to paint it. We've tried to repair it because it's we're going to have to replace it, but for now we've got some really good paint. And,
So Nick, tell us why we're not replacing it right now.
Well, because to replace it's $2,500. To buy a new hatch.
Yeah.
Would be $2,500.
It's not a new wooden one like this. The one with the glass in it with a proper glass in that.
It would have the new one for that kind of money. What you get is a hatch that's sealed.
And I think it opens up and
It has a window in it and a shade.
And a shade. So.
And then it also can stand up like this.
But for now, this will do.
$50 bucket of paint and a paintbrush. And when the time comes, we will replace it with what I mentioned. But right now, this is probably as good as we want to get into.
They're just cleaning up from their fishing trip across the way. Totally missed it on video, which not that we would have captured it, but let's just say one of his passengers fell overboard. Sploosh. Anyway. I made Nick go change his sweatshirt because he was wearing his lovely make-believe sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's a little cool out here today.
I'm in a t-shirt.
Yes, I know,
Nick's
but
wearing
you
his
don't have a
hoodie.
thermometer in your body, so.
Actually, yours is malfunctioning.
Mine works just
Sorry,
fine.
I
That's
get
why I know when
distracted
it's
a
cool.
little bit here. Anyway. So we got the first coat on the hatch, and we're going to let that dry. It's drying really quickly because it's nice and breezy out here this morning. And the next project is filling this hole. So this is the transom of the boat, and this is how we are getting on and off, which is sort of convenient. It's kind of skinny, got to step over. But, however, if we're out at sea and there's a following sea behind us, we are going to get water coming through this hole in the transom. So we've got a little panel there that it's going to pop in and let it cut down to size. And so we're just going to build the frame on the exterior of the boat to slide it into so we can easily remove it when we're not at sea.
Now I have to cut this side longer than this side because the transom has a curve.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
Makes sense.
This one's 21 and a half. This one's going to be 22 and 3/4.
Oh,
And
okay.
when you look at the top of the plastic, you'll see one side taller than the other.
Oh, okay. I see that. Yeah, makes sense.
So that's
Okay.
what we're doing. Okay, now I'm going
So somebody measured once, not twice. And good thing you cut it too long. Cut another couple inches off. Okay, so let's see. How's that fitting in there? Nice.
Yeah. Just like we designed it.
Awesome. So you need to put those back pieces in so
That's
the water can't push it forward. There, now that's going to keep the ocean where it's supposed to be, hopefully, when we're out
I'll
at
have to
sea.
add one more piece here at the bottom, but
You don't want to make that too big because we have to, as it is, we have to step
I
over
don't
that.
want to crowd space.
Okay.
Okay, Allison's applying a second coat to the hatch cover, and when that dries, as long as it's nice and
I think
evenly
I
applied,
think 2 coats is going to be enough.
yep, then we can put her, when she's dried, we can put her back up where she belongs. And it won't be a nasty brown thing on the front anymore. It'll be a nice white one.
It'll still let air through underneath and howl when the wind is blowing.
Yeah, well, the
But
wind
that's
does
really
that.
not a bad thing. It
Well,
actually adds to
The whole
the comfort, the experience. Like last night was so windy, and so you could hear the wind howling, but you could also feel this slight draft coming in through the bottom of this hatch cover. But since the temperature is fairly reasonable, it's not like it's really inconvenient.
All right. I'm good.
Awesome. have that flag all tangled up. It tells you how windy it's been lately. Looks like the wind's changed direction a few times. Somebody might be a little sad that her quick exit off the boat is now covered. When I can't video this and get through the hole.
You still pestering those hard-working fishermen?
Oh yeah.
Thought so.
Got more bullshit than anything else. But
What'd you do? Push.
Our friendly neighborhood DFO guy.
Yeah.
Super nice. We actually didn't video it, but we had about an hour chat with him this morning after breakfast. So very informative, right?
He was.
Good guy.
He is.
Lots of great tips on what to fish, where to fish, limits, how to fish. Yeah. He's an islander and he knows his stuff here. Marketplace. We had a big thick foam mattress that was on the boat we're not using, so we took that on board for onto the apartment. Now we didn't have a box spring for the mattress, but we just put it together anyway. Alrighty. So we have our freshly painted hatch coming through. Oh, it looks so nice. It was a little bit of a rough shape. Did some patchwork. That's sweet. There we go. Hello. Well, that's 2 projects done today. Aren't we rocking it today?
Well, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
How's that for a super cute little boat? That makes a good wake. I was blaming the boat for the wake, and maybe I should be blaming you. Oh, good Lord. That man gives me heart attacks all the time. Oh, Lord. That's like 4 inches wide. He's walking on it.
In hand, you strike at the whale now, jolly whaler man. You strike at the whale while I take helm in hand. From the North Sea to the South Seas, oh my boys, ooh la ooh la la. From the North Sea to the South Seas, oh my boys, ooh la ooh la la. You strike at the whale now, jolly whaler man. You strike at the whale while I take helm in hand. You strike at the whale now, jolly whaler man. You strike at the whale while I take helm in hand. I found my love when I was drowned. Oh my boys, ooh la la. I found my love when I...
So we're headed into town for a few things.
Supply.
We never seem to make a day by without having to stop in town for something. So we're gonna come with us as we head into Souk for a little bit. So Finley's impossible to film as we head out because she insists on staying right at your knee. Therefore, earlier when I was trying to film her going down the dock, she didn't want to go ahead of me. So she's doing what she's supposed to do. I'm coming. What's got her knickers in a twist? Go on. Never have to ask her twice. Well, I think we did a really lousy job videoing anything we did in Souk. Let's go. So this is the last of the haddock then that came from our fisherman friend.
Yeah.
Who, well, from the big
Chip
chippy
deal?
trade. We traded 3.5 pounds of halibut for a $5 bag of Miss Vicky's chippies. So our deal was like $90 worth of fish in exchange for a $5 bag of potato chips. And that's what fishermen do here. You know, they get lucky and get a good catch. They don't mind sharing it with people. And I'm sure when we're out there catching halibut, we'll be returning the favor at some point to somebody. So, a couple of pieces each.
Oh.
I'm here making dinner, and Nick's working on setting up a new computer screen. So we had my great big double screen that I used during that time in life when we had to work and study from home, a couple of years. And so it's great when you were, well, when I was working on projects and working at work at the same time. So, but now it's just too darn big for this space we have on the boat. So we've opted for a much smaller screen, and Nick's just working on setting that up. So I'm gonna, because I'm not, well, I'm being a much lower carb intake right now. I'm gonna have some French fries made out of parsnips, which really technically aren't that low carb either, but maybe a little better than potatoes. And so I'm going to slice up a couple of parsnips for myself to deep fry. I've never done that before, but I hear it can be done. And Nick's got himself a nice big russet there.
Yay for russets.
Nick's almost got the monitor hooked up, I hope, right?
Got the monitor up. It's working great.
Do we have a computer hooked to it?
Yes.
Do we have speakers hooked?
I'm working on that right now.
Okay. And I'm working on the fries. They're looking fantastic. Been so quick, but here we have our first piece of fish. And those are the parsnips and French fries. There's a piece of fish in there. Looking fantastic. Just as I'm pulling things out for dinner, our family, I think it's a very extended family of geese. They go by every night. And,
The squadron.
The squadron, we call them. And we don't often catch them on video, but tonight we did. I think there's over 30 of them. We missed a bunch at the front, so dinner's on, so yay. He's grinning like a Cheshire cat. You can see his face there. We're going to brighten it up. Grinning like a Cheshire cat because he's got his favorite. This is the last of the beautiful halibut that was traded for a bag of Miss Vicky's. And these are actually deep fried. What did I say? Oh yeah, parsnips. Really tasty. Well, we're going to enjoy this. I think this is by far the most amazing batter that I have made so far. And I didn't use a recipe. I just got some ideas from Jamie Oliver. He likes using like a rice flour mixture. Used a self-rising. I didn't have self-rising in Souk, so I threw in some baking soda and beer, and look at that. So delicious.
It's the only way I can get her to drink beer.
Only way I like my beer. But pretty great dinner, eh? This rivals any restaurant dinner we have out. And what do we normally pay for a two-piece dinner? $26, $30 each. So here we go. Awesome and amazing. Oh, hello, Finley. Siri. Do you mind?
Stop. You're talking. You're not supposed to be.
You're farting and you're not supposed to be. There you go.
Okay, well, that was a day in the life of Summersong and the Vandergraats.
But really, it wasn't a typical day. No, there is no such thing as a typical.
I was going to say,
there is no typical
define
day.
typical.
Typical, something breaks or doesn't work out or come together as we planned. What else? Unexpected things always happen.
It never goes the way you think it's going to go. We had a conversation this morning we weren't counting on.
Yeah.
That ate up about an hour, but it was great.
Too bad we didn't film a little bit of it. But
Yeah.
it was with our local DFO officer.
And we don't want any physical evidence left behind of some of the things that were said.
He's a really great guy.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I don't have no idea what his name is, but
It's Dan.
Dan, there you go.
And it
Dan
looks
the
like
man.
he's Dutch by the looks of his last name. By the way, Dan.
Oh, poor guy.
We've met Dan a few times, and he does these random inspections at all the different marinas. So he was here for his random.
Now, if you're wondering, this is called a spritzer. My wife concocted it. You'll see a video of it.
Yeah, well,
There's
it's in the last
some
clips.
blackberry juice and
Black-
a little
fresh
bit
blackberries.
of blood orange juice, like a mix,
syrup
a
sort of
syrup,
thing.
yeah.
Club
In
soda.
mine, I don't like mine as tart as she
So
does.
this is both of our efforts to drink less sugar, consume less
I
sugar.
was thinking alcohol, but
Well, that too. So I'm trying to find some good substitutes that Nick likes, and I think this one's good. Cheers,
yes,
honey.
it is. Cheers.
Excuse me. Eye contact.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael, for that. That's
Michael will know what that means.
He'll know what it means.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? Yeah. So we didn't really give an introduction this morning. I mean, obviously, it was a day in the life of. I just kind of dove into our day.
Well, here's what we
always starts
did get done.
walking Finley.
We got the forward hatch cover painted and put back in place. It was
Finley.
kind of rough looking, and we put a coat of high value paint.
Yes, it is. You said it was $50 a can, but it's $90 a can.
What's $40 amongst friends?
But you know.
And then we put the transom gate in for two reasons. One, three. It keeps the otters off the quarterdeck. It keeps the ocean off the quarterdeck, and it keeps Finley on the boat.
On the boat, yeah. Well,
she can
could
get
jump
off if she
over if
wants to, but
yeah.
usually if her crate isn't in the right place, she won't hop up and hop out.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we
and-
got a couple things done.
Typically, as typical, it's slow paced. We don't rush anything. We take our time. We rest lots. Have some little refreshments, and
It's called lazy, but we like it.
lazy day. So it's probably pushing 8 o'clock our time locally. We've had to close the blinds on this side
It's
of the
20 after.
20 after 8.
Yes.
Okay. So our day
There's
is
a
about.
clock right over her head. I just looked at it.
Yeah, I think I can see it.
Yes.
So the sun is setting out the side of the boat. That's why the blinds closed, because it's blinding.
So one of the things we're going to do in the near future is do a boat tour. We'll start up front and just walk all the way through the back, go up top, and show you as much as we can of Summersong.
And we're still waiting for the radar. So I think a week ago we were pretty sure this week would be the week, but it's not. And that's just the way it is. Like it's kind of like any other industry. Everybody's busy, and our great boat mechanic, they're great. It's a great company. They're just backlogged. And
Well, they had some sickness in the staff,
yeah,
and they were
so
working short-handed. And
short this week. So
anyway,
it's coming. We're just learning we're earning our patience. What?
we're
you
getting
call
our patience ticket.
Patience ticket? Okay.
Yes.
Well, especially you.
Oh man, it's tough.
Yeah,
We've been having problem getting a car. We're having our a car
yeah.
shipped from Sioux Lookout out here, so we don't have to drive the tank. As much as I enjoy driving our half-ton truck, it's a little harder on gas than the Honda Fit is. Like about
Yeah, they told
a
us
lot.
basically 2 weeks from the day we paid that it would be here.
Which is
so
2 weeks
we
ago.
paid 2 weeks ago, and it's not even left Sioux Lookout. So, looking at company reviews now, which we probably should have done before.
I did.
Everybody, people get their cars, but it could be months. It could be months.
It's
before
not going to be months,
So-
because if it doesn't show up soon, I'm going back to get it.
Yeah, we just at this point, it's almost like maybe we should have just flown and got it, drove it back.
I
But
can fly and drive it back.
yeah, sure.
You sound skeptical. I used to drive all over the
5
country.
day drive back. Yeah, you do. You'd love that for
From
5
Winnipeg,
days.
I could do it in 3.
Oh yes. Bullshit. Oh, I mean, no, you couldn't. No. Anyway, so I guess again, patience. We'll wait for the car, and yeah, it's been a beautiful day here. Typical. It started out at around what 11 degrees, got up to about 16, and that's it. Like,
Anytime anybody tells you that global warming is real,
well,
come live here.
I think this is just normal for Souk. Souk is a really temperate.
Look, there's certainly hot spots around the country, but the planet's not melting.
Well, it was 9 degrees during the day when we were here in February.
God, it froze our tails off. It was like 40
and it was
degrees.
about 9 degrees in the day when we were here in March, and now it's up to 16. You know, like
See,
6 months later.
I speak
So-
God's measurements,
stop.
imperial,
You know what?
for American
everybody
friends.
knows the temperature.
And she speaks communist, which is the Celsius and all that other stuff. I don't do that stuff. I stay away from it.
We all know that, Nick.
Yes, I know.
If
Well,
they're
I'm just
if they're
making it
watching, they
official.
know you, and they know that about you.
Yep.
Anyway,
Well, I guess
that's it.
I think so. All right. With that said, we'll say goodbye from Summer Song.
Like and subscribe, and hopefully our videos are looking a little better than they have been.
That's true. We're working on it all the time. So until we meet again, ubicaritas ad amor, Dea sibi est. Good evening, God bless. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and may you have a fair wind and a following sea. I don't know what you're talking about. What about it?
Birds. I
It's
know
a bird.
you're going to get mad because he's going to poop, but I think it's beautiful to have birds sitting up there. I don't know what they're
ruining the video.
They're not.
All right. See you later.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.